In this video, I'll show you how to use Codex inside VS Code. At the end, we'll see how to stop OpenAI from training on your code, so don't miss that. 2 important notes before we start. First, currently Codex is supported only for Mac and Linux users. Second, Codex works with any IDE that is VS Code based, like Cursor and Windsurf. Let's dive into it. In order to install it, just write Codex in the extension tab and download the extension from OpenAI. Install it. After the installation, on the left, you'll see the OpenAI logo in the tabs. Just click on it. Now we need to sign in to our OpenAI user. It will open a browser for authentication. Time to talk about pricing and usage limits. Codex is not available in the free plan. If you have a subscription to any of the other plans, Plus, Business, Enterprise, and Pro, you'll have access to Codex. Like Cloud Code, every plan has its usage limits. With Plus, Business, Enterprise, and Education, you'll have about 30 to 150 messages for local tasks every 5 hours. The range depends on the tokens amounts you consume. With the $200 Pro plan, you'll get 10x of it. You are probably wondering, what is local tasks? We'll get to it in a second. If you hit the usage limits, you won't be able to use Codex until the end of the 5 hours window. Of course, you can change to API-based pricing and pay for extra usage. Great. After we figure out the money, let's get back to VS Code. After the authentication process is completed, you'll have this chat. Let's break it down. On the plus button, we'll have the option to mention files and images. You can also copy an image and paste it directly to the chat, which is kinda useful. Next to it, we have the auto, which means if the context is kept from message to message, as they said, include recent files and other context. On the same row, we have the send button. If you type a prompt and it's still disabled, it means your VS Code is not opened in an existing folder. Before we dive into the advanced configuration, at the top you can create new chat, see recent chats, and the settings, where you can configure MCPs and see the keyboard shortcuts. At the bottom, we have the local versus cloud work. Local means the LLM will run interactively and return the response, but if you choose to run it on cloud, it will run it on a separate agent in the cloud and notify when the task is completed. To make it work, you need to connect to Codex Web. Regarding modes, currently Codex has 3 options. Chat, which requires your approval for everything. Agent, do not ask for approval in your workspace, but doesn't search the web. And the last one is Agent Full Access, that can access the web and edit files outside the workspace. Sounds very risky, so I recommend not to use it. You always have to be in control of what's going on. The last one is reasoning effort. As you may know, GPT-5 comes with a different reasoning efforts. The more reasoning, it will consume more tokens and think about the response. I found it very annoying to work with AI because it takes much longer to get the responses. Let's write our first prompt. At alldevneeds.com, which contain useful tools for developers like JSON formatter, UUIG generator, and more, I recently added a dark mode option, and I want the website to load with dark mode by default. So let's add the dark mode file and an image. We'll also write this prompt and ask it to do it. It is a simple task, and of course it's working. As promised, here's how you keep your code and data out of training. Just log into your OpenAI account, click on Settings, and enter Data Controls. The first option is Improve the model for everyone. Make sure to turn it off. Codex IDE extension dropped last week. If you want dev-focused AI news, hit subscribe to catch our weekly updates. If you gained any value, like will mean the world to me. See you in the next video.